Salutations, this is Grimdevel, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Caves of Cud. We are Nashramir, the Repugnant Beast. And I realized that, I know we've got two series going on at the same time, but we have some really odd parallelism going on. I think I'm a little further ahead in recording the other series, so I don't want to say too much, but, there's just some weird parallelism, and it was not accidental. I'm not even realizing it's happening until afterwards, and I watched the episode, and I'm like, oh, I did that in the other game. I also realized I watched back the part of the last episode, and I realized that I made a really dumb mistake. I was like, oh, we're going to metamorphic polygel this book, and we're not going to consume it. You don't consume books. You don't consume them at all. You can read them over and over again. So we can only read this once. Metamorphic polygel is just going to make another copy that we've already read. So we're just going to read it and increase our toughness. And it still exists. Whoops, I didn't mean to get it, though. We could ostensibly sell it, even. Yeah, we cannot read it anymore. I kind of want to keep it here just because it's an artifact, and I like to keep that stuff. So now our toughness is increased by 1, which is awesome. Really great. We still have an attribute point to spend. Let's see, what else? So we're going to, I know we said last episode that I probably wanted to move to just start digging underground and get some nice artifacts that we can bring to the 6-day stilt so that we can get more reputation with the Mechanimists so that we can safely go to Bethesda Susa. That's not Bethesda Susa. Bethesda Susa, right here. And where we need to go there. Last episode, we lost a bunch of reputation with goat folk, and that does concern me. I think we need to find a way to increase our reputation with goat folk. That might be difficult to do. There is an item that I know about offhand, like a forked helmet, that I know increases reputation with goat folk. It's possible we could find one of those at the 6-day stilt. I'm not sure, but I'm nervous about all the goat folk being hostile. It's not something I want. We also have another artifact to get. Irsaruk, and it's in the, actually, I'm not sure if it's in the forest or in the river, Svi. Although the river Svi urges over the salt-capped peaks and spills into the vine-braided loam. Her banks are shaded by the chrome carcasses of giants. Did we ever read The Jungle? Braids of roots and ribbons of fronds dimensionalize the flat loam. Something's home a discarded leaf makes. So, I'm kind of tempted to go to Irsaruk first. The thing is, goat folk can sometimes have the forked helms on them. And I also just want to confirm whether or not the goat folk are hostile. We just saved it, right? We just hit a checkpoint. Let's go here. Because it's not going to be... Let's see if we find any goat folk. I'm going to auto-explore. Yep, they are hostile. All right, well, I'm running away. I'm going to fly... Now, we are lost, so I can't just leave. Ooh. Folded carbide arrow. Ooh. Alright, that's not cool. We might end up needing to kill some of these folks. It's not what I want. Alright, you're neutral. The Naphtali are neutral, so that's saving grace here. Thing is, Discharge is, I think, is our main... offensive mutation, and if I do that, I'm probably going to hit neutrals, which will then become temporarily hostile to us, and that's not great. All right, I'm going to... Well, you know what? I can talk to the Naphtali. What am I doing? All right, that's a seed thrower, isn't it? No, that's a bully. Okay, you're fine. All right, I'm going to talk to you. Great. Okay, that's helpful. Let's fly. And actually... Did they just kill the bully? No, but they're attacking the bully. I'll let them fight the bully, and we can get some loot from that. Sounds like they ended him. Okay. Oh, I will take that obsidian, Chris. That actually is worth something. The steel plate is way too heavy. Okay, cool. There was also a carbide axe. Not that... Oh, not that we really need it. I guess it doesn't really hurt to help them fight. But we're... I don't know. They're doing a fine job. We don't get any XP from it. So there's no point other than just speeding it along. All right, well, now I know. Let's fly again. And let's go to this site. I hope goat folk aren't in the site. Ooh, we're level 18. We got +1 to each attribute. We got another mutation point. Excellent. Really excellent. Our ego is 19. Intelligence is 22, and that's raw. That's not with any help. So if we spend our attribute point in intelligence, we could now get Tinker 2. Let's do it. And that also I think it should increase the amount of skill points we have to spend. Yes. All right, right. We get a schematic. I think Visage for this run. Visage is great. I don't now, just because we can make it doesn't mean we have the ingredients to make it. Oh, right. We didn't learn it yet. Let's learn that. Or visages. You learn to build visages. Is anything hostile here? No. Someone in my comments was like, I do use the alt button, but I often use it to like look for things I've missed on the ground. Someone in the comments was like, you should use alt to like check who's hostile more. And they were right. I should be doing that. I'm going to... Right, so now that I did that, I can do tinkering again. And artifacts. So yeah, we don't have any photonics or pristine electronics. But we'll get there. We'll get there, baby. Agafly, are you hostile? No, you're neutral. So the people here are members of the Order of the Scourge of Tunip. Now, just like last time, it's possible they might start getting hostile. Oh, what about you? Yeah, the mad poles are hostile, so that's good to know. And that makes sense. They are mad, and they are very dangerous. They will just rip your stems right off, so we do need to be careful. We do have flight, which I think is helpful for specifically that. But we don't want any rims ripped off? Limbs ripped off. Fullerate gauntlets, you say? There's a 4-bit. They are heavy. We've got the encumbrance for now. I'll take them. All right. I do like that everything is fighting each other. These are not loot-carrying creatures, so we don't really get much benefit out of it. Are you? All right, good. Glad the maze beard is neutral also. All right, we don't... Well, there is a campfire. Let's go there. Actually, hold on. I don't want to walk through where mad poles could be. Should we choose some ingredients? Let's make... Where's our worm jerky? Just make some worm jerky. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Woo! All right, great. Well, was I inspired? Oh my gosh, I was inspired and I didn't even realize it. You know what? That's not... I was thinking that like I need to start doing recipes that have less ingredients. So now we have a really simple 1 worm jerky recipe. Nashomir's latkes with hearty dumpling. And it just gives us 13% more max hit points. A really simple, easy recipe. No regrets, although I do wish I had remembered that we were inspired. Okay. I'm looking for the downstairs. Hello, Agglesvuv. In a defensive stance. These things are tough if you're if they're hostile to you. Indeed. I'll take some books. Luminiferous is concerned in all or near all. At the very canopy they will. You know what? These are some things that we have not been looking at. So let's look at the Asphodolite, and member of the Order of the Scourge of Tunip. A clan of contoured petals upfold to a florid bowl. Sharp currents climbs their filament and hops from anther to anther, while the dirt stutters under their digging roots. And the Agglefly. Its thorax is warted with metastatic sacs, and its pin-painted fly legs spasm with blind instinct. An eerie and jaundiced light suffuses its thorax and kindles the filament on its paper-thin wings. All right. Let's see if we can't get a description. Yeah. The Agelsvuv, rotting pipe milk, has soaked its wings and stuck them permanently to its sides as a second skin. Pus-moist barbs mitten a matched pair of fly-like fore and mid-legs, while a third set crooks under its ass, skinny and naked. Amazing. I would like to get a description of a madpole, if any are still around and alive. Yes. The distended jaw of this large areolan fish is lined with wicked blade-like teeth. You shudder to imagine what sort of terrible amphibious fiend the madpole might one day become. That is a good point. I never thought about that. All right, we got more books. Terribly heavy now. Wouldst thou press these slint folk, Moon King? I might refuse outright. Question of succession famously beat his sword. You begin with a picture that will pass in time. I read some of those, just for fun. Same directions, but at different second edition. Within its halls you will go. Books are great. Books are a great source of experience for us. I guess I'll take that copper nugget. Anything cool in here? Location of the ruins, the Triangle Cache. 2570 XP for that, for finding that. That's really awesome. A feeling sense obtains. Most prodigious in the wrought black box. Stepping stones and straight lines like. Was bidden an early glow. Imperium are Baroque, but there. Okay. Yeah, a lot of books. This is going to be great. And yeah, the amount of XP you would get just for rifling through trash and finding secrets is pretty immense. Really crucial skill for Wander mode is that trash divining. I don't know. I haven't seen downstairs yet, but I'm also not stopping yet. I do want to kind of search all around here. We're finding some good stuff. All right, I think we searched it all. But we're still moving. Okay, great. Okay, let's move to the downstairs. All right, now the question is, are the people down here going to be hostile? Or immediately by a becoming Nook with an artifact. Let's take a look. A parabolic muscular subroutine implant. And it weighs nothing, so that's great. I'm going to take that. They are hostile. Okay, so that answers the question. Things on the surface at relic sites are not hostile, but once you go underground, they seem to immediately become hostile. Like, oh, you're invading our space. And I don't know if we can take all these things. Fire ant. I don't know if we've read this description. Fragrant spinning smoke plumes from the tiny pores scatter across its broad gaster, and scalded feelers writhe and rub the thickened air. Statue of an implanted eater. I'm going to read that description anyway. Erosion has smoothed its features into abstraction, but once it stood in monument to the coupling of machine and folk. Actually, here's the cybernetics rack. Chrome pegs form a lattice where bionic modules await coupling. And the Becoming Nook, a rectangle of Nutrifoam imprinted with the human form, hangs beneath an arch of glass. Across the foam at eye level, glyphs loop on an elliptical screen. Surgical machinery, obscured by blinding light, beetles out from the underside of an enclosing dome. I don't think we've seen a Becoming Nook yet in this game. And a tetraxenoglass wall. Tetraxenano glass wall. Fluted columns of fluted columns of prism glass scatter the site of becoming into 1,000 fractured vistas. I'm going to try to attack these things. I'll let them come up to me. Or is the dog hostile? Yep. All right, I'm going to discharge. I was hoping to get more people all in a row before I did that. I don't think I killed anybody there, so... Are you gonna come out? No. Can I go down? Okay, let's discharge again. Oh! What of these white ones? Those are worker ants. Fragrant sour gas plumes from the tiny pores scattered across its broadcaster. Okay, it's the same description. Let's go up. Beat out the flames. Now, we're not going to get any XP from killing these things. What is this one? Oh, it's just a worker ant. I'm just going to keep trying to kill them this way. Is our stuff getting damaged? I don't think regular fire damages your equipment, right? Just want to make sure everything's still perfect. I think it's just lava that does that, which has been an issue in the other game. Discharge. Fire is no fun, though. Yeah, we're losing a lot of hit points when we go down there. Yikes. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get this artifact at this point or if it's worth it. I do kind of want to... All right, what do you do? What's our ranged weapon? An electro bow. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, you know, we lost too many hit points. Okay. Zzzt. Oh, that was good. Zzzt. All right, I think we killed the algofly, I think. Waiting and discharging is pretty great. All right, we killed the fire. Ooh, that's... The electrical damage those asphodels are doing is a lot. And it makes sense that they would have high electrical resistance. Yeah. Are we even doing damage to it? Not really. Okay. Yeah, we are the wrong... These are exactly the kinds of things that we're not great at killing. And they are good. We don't have great electrical resistance, ironically. We have none. So yeah, you know what? We're going to leave this place. That's fine. We'll come back another time to collect this artifact. Okay. We found a goat folk village, but we're immediately going to leave. But every village we find is experience. So I think we are just going to go to Yafo and just go down. After we explore these ruins. The Shumrikish Spade. Have we ever looked at a description of young ivory? Packed into rents in the shale are spinescent shoots of blooming ivory. Probably. Here's more tetrazonotoglass and another becoming nook. Well, that's funny. Steel arrows. A weird artifact. The Skillsoft Proselytize implant. I think that also weighs nothing. The Skillsoft implant. So that's great. We can also look at the actual becoming nook, and yeah, you are no aristocrat. Goodbye. What are you gonna do? But yeah, we should see what else this place has. No one's hostile here. Oh, we got accidentally hit, I think. By an errant arrow. Carbide boots. Okay, do we... What are our boots? Magnetized boots? Yeah, I guess so. An odd trinket. Compass bracelet. Let's put that on our arm. To get lost less. Skip that stuff. Painted bronze, two-handed sword. About Orosurshid. Sometime in 4441 BR, after having made enemies with a collective of geologists, the Sultan of Qud was assassinated. Because of Orosurshid's fateful visage, she was chosen as the successor. And it gives plus 40 reputation with the citrine three-sided die folk. We're prone, that's fine. Oh, there's a mimic there. Is the mimic hostile? It is. I'll let our friends fight the mimic. I'm going to discharge. Is it still around? Yeah, it looks like a door. Can I attack it? Are we going to win this fight? Yes, we did win the fight. Okay. Okay. It does make sense that mimics would be hostile. More books. Excellent. More Tetrazzanana glass. We found clues and arrive at the conclusion that on one auspicious day, a babe was found swaddled with its mouth full of circuits by a group of worms in Mechanimists. They took him into their fold and fostered him, and he became known as Emed, analog lamb of worms. We found some Sultan history. A panther cloak. I guess I'll take it. Did we get XP for that history? No, I don't think we did. Why did you stop? Print capacitor. Okay. Let's look at some of the corpses here. Because they might be snapjaws that have loot. I guess I'll take that kukri. No, I'm not going to take that. What is here? Stun rod, which I will just disassemble. Okay. All right, so this has been a moderately lucrative ruin. I'm going to fly. And we do have a lot of books. Maybe we should go to the 6-day stilt first. Not opposed to that. Oh my gosh. We just got a compass bracelet too. All right, but we can just talk. And we're no longer lost. Not a big deal. Yeah, let's get some XP here. And maybe we can look for a forked helmet while we're here. If we do see any goat folk that are just here. All right, take my books. Whoops. You're taking the heirlooms of Qud too. I accept. Okay, we're level 19. We got a mutation point, and we have inspiration. Cool. And we might have more secrets about Reshef. Let's find out. No, we don't. Let's take a look around. All right, let's cook a meal. Preserve some fresh foods. Spine fruit jam. That does reflection. Is there anything that we want to do along with reflection? I feel like I should have a pure reflection recipe. So let's just do that. Just spine fruit jam. I know we already have something that has it, but no, let's use the reflection. Nashermir's spine fruit borscht. Reflect 3% damage back at your attackers rounded up. Okay, it's something. I think we already have something that had that, but it might have given that I used the spine fruit for. But if memory serves, it gave us if memory serves, I think it gave us quills. Let's see. These are our recipes. Okay, we have 5, and we've made all of them. We do have something that had spine fruit jam. Oh, you're right, and it's when you reflect damage, there's a chance to heal, but not something that actually reflected. Okay, well now we have 2 recipes that use it. right, so we're looking for... I'm really looking for goat folk. I know we've already been at the stilt. Maybe I should remember. Shoemaker. But... Oh, and if someone isn't... Hat maker? That they could have one? Wait, not you. Books, shoes... I don't want to hang out here too long. Although it's always good to pick more of that spine fruit. Okay. Do we have... No hats. No, I think we're out of luck here. Check the armor, but I don't think so. Oh, we do have the schematics drafter, which is great. Wherever they are. Here's a little bit of spine fruit to pick. All right, so that was disappointing, but we did offload our books and get leveled up. So, all right, now I'm going to go back to Yafo, and we're just going to go down. Okay. Let's... can we just use our recoiler? It's a chem cell in there. Do I have a solar cell? No. You know what? You know what? We're going to find a ton of cells. It's fine. Just use it. All right. And when we leveled up, we have 2 mutation points. We're still going to save those up, I think. All right. Yeah, let's just go down. We're just going to go down. And when we can't go down anymore, we're going to start digging with our claws. Right, you're hostile. We might be able to take you now, but I don't really want to risk it. But I'm glad to know that that slumberling is still there. No stairs leading down. We'll fix that. Let's turn on our burrowing claws. We can now dig, and I can now excavate down. Done. Beautiful. I don't know if it's worth... I think we just keep... Oh, hello. A cat herder. I'll talk to you. The cats are not for sale. Good to know. Do you even have cats down here, cat herder? I think we just keep digging down. So I'm going to keep excavating. There's no point in, like, looking for stairs. Let's get to, like, at least 20 strata deep here. Oh, I got to actually go down after I... Thirst thistles are hostile. I don't like thirst thistles. I think the easiest thing to do is try to kill them. Yeah. Okay. And dig down again. Okay. Hello. Arcanaut Pariah. Oh, you're hated by a bunch of people. I'll talk to you, though. You have anything cool to trade? Not particularly. Okay. Although if people are attacking each other, what kind of loot can we get here? Some arrows. Yeah. You know what? We don't have a ton of water. Let's get a little bit. We've got a couple of Panther's cloaks now. Yeah, those don't actually sell from that. Yeah, sell the Fullerite gauntlets. No, that's too much water, honestly. Sell the carbide boots. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to use my electrical discharge because I don't want to make the plated nullworms mad. All right, new information about Reshef. At twilight, in the shadow of the spindle, the people of Almondporch saw an image on the horizon that looked like a ghost bathed in cerulean. It was Reshef, and after he came and left Almondporch, the people built a monument to him, and thenceforth, called him Ghost in Cerulean. Did we ever look at a description of thirst thistles? Triangular leaves pant in the salt-sucked air, and the flower head angles its sharp thistles to thirsty attention. Chest. Lead slugs. All right, we're fine. There's more fencing. All right, we already know that secret, or that piece of history. What about you? That is new. So, Emed II, acting against the prohibition on the practice of hoarding hourglasses, Emed II led an army to the gates of Alapir Not. She sacked Alapir Not and slaughtered its citizens, forcing them to change its name to Emed City. Little egotistical. Let's dig down. Everyone's friendly. Although the trash monk is mad at everybody and is now dead. And we're going to take all of their arrows. I will happily take them. And what do we have here? Steel boots, a mummified corpse. Could be some interesting things around here. I will take a look. We're going down more slowly than I would have thought. You are hostile, but you're not really a threat. That's a goat folk. And hostile. So I don't want to kill you. Right now you're preoccupied with killing the... Okay, you did. I definitely want to avoid you. Well, let's dig down. It's too bad I can't do the water ritual with you. Do I have a love injector? Because I would... I mean, I would get hate with whoever it was that hated you if I... What am I looking at? Tonics. I have 2 love injectors. Do I have a dart gun? I don't have a dart gun. I'd have to stab you. I don't particularly want to do that. All right, but it's good to know that there's a goat folk there. Who I probably should have looked at the description of, because I don't think we haven't looked at the description of goat folk. Have we for trash monks? Rust-flaked trash from a cross-section of eons functions as his habit, contoured to his body by a lifetime of wear. Whoops, I'm busting. I've got my claws up, so if I lean on a keyboard key, I just like ram through the sandstone. What is over here? What are you? Oh, a sculpture. The wet paints of earth, clay, slag, chrome, and dye slouch a half idea with material weight. The transformation is arrested through indecision or neglect. Awesome. What about this? Chalkboard. Sheared slate stone is powdered with the cloudy remnants of externalized thought and held aloft by the monster. We got some books here. We have slender chainmail. What's our current... Oh, that's good. We're going to wear that. And it's slender. That's a really great modification. Slender sandals of the Riverwise. I'll take those too. These are all floor cushions stuffed with watervine chaff and glowclaw feathers. This button pillow lets folk repose with crossed legs. A few variants of that. All right, so we already got some better armor. All right, let's dig down. You know what? There's a seed sprout here. I'm just gonna dig down again. We're at 12 strategy. Oh, and there's a downstair right here. Let's just go down. Great. There's some tetrazina glass here. Okay, you're fine. Oh, a broken cryo chamber. Here's some frosted pillars. Cold dew dresses the lateral vents, cut into the chrome wainscoting of a marble pillar. The gelatinous wedge. Organic matter is liquefied by the agents of decay and pressurized by tight spaces into the shapes of prismatoids. Galvanized by a cousin instinct to hunger, the gelatin entity now extrudes itself forward in wedge form. Oh, and you just ate. You ate that Arcanaut, leaving nothing. Okay, I guess I don't need to be here. Let's just dig down again. Whoops. What did I hit? I did not mean power devices off. Wrong key. Kitty cat. Chitinous puma. Here's a new. A fork-horned new. A mane courses over his large and sloping beast's shoulders and spends its weight in auburn locks. His bone and velvet antlers fork into fractals. Did the kitty cat... Where's the kitty cat? Kitty cat. Hex plates of firm and mingled fungus fill raise the plane of fur across the cat's back like meadowed mesas. Their rubbing against each other sounds like blades of grass. That is the chitinous puma. Oh, and here we have a gelatinous frustrum. It's the same description as the other thing we just saw above, except this one's in frustrum form. And it is also neutral. As in this giant beetle nest. Plies of nest skin swell and contract as if the thing were taking breaths. Its darkling cavities glint with larvae, burning to be born. Cool. We got a book here. Frivolous Lives, a yellow book. It's a 9-page book. We'll read this in a reading game when we're ready for that. Snapshot Trapper. Is it? Yeah, it's the same as the feeders, which we've read. We've read those descriptions. This legendary forkhorn new is disliked by winged mammals and hated by a particular village. So I will skip the water ritual with you. We're just gonna go down. All right, everyone's fine here. You are tough, the waveform worm. Why are we hurt? What did we walk through? Oh, seeds are hitting us. Hopefully accidentally? I think we did read an maggot before. Ogre 8. Oh! We're getting some Ogre 8 pelts. Spiked ogre fur gloves. So these lower reputation with apes. They do increase your toughness, though. I'm gonna take one. That is really good. They have the temperature stuff is really nice. They all increase toughness, huh? They are heavy. Oh, now we're overburdened. Okay. We got the Ogre 8 harp though, and that's a really good trade good. It weighs nothing and it sells for a decent amount. Let's drop our iron stuff first. Like, what are we doing here? Even the steel, like, we don't need that anymore. I'm gonna let them fight a bit. I don't want to get in the way. Oh my. Hindran Pariah. Laser turret. Have we seen Alavolta? Mottled leaf shoots are splayed out in a rosette. They sizzle and pop. A bizarre contraption that is broken. And we don't have visage yet. This one is a fusion power station. Bits of tiny matter are smashed together behind the loom of a chrome cylinder, and the heat is used to pump electricity down grid. So this is part of a power grid, and it is zapping us, so let's back off. Hello, turret. Got a couple of chem cells on you. Ashes. A lot of bones here. You know what? I'm just gonna run through. What is that? Oh, another ogre heart. That's cool. Yeah, it weighs nothing, so we just take it. All right. Let's dig down. All right, we're 40 minutes into the episode. I would love to get at least a Strata 20, which we can easily do if we stop looking around at everything. But I can't help myself. There's so much cool stuff in this game. You're new. That's a juice sap. Current jumps up the length of a needle proboscis, and the circuit veins etched under her wings gleam. You're not. Okay. Yep, you got et. Oh my. We're just gonna dig down. We looked at Allopyra. This is in a rosette. They sputter and smolder. So it's the same description as Alovolta, but it's slightly tweaked. All right. Well, I'm just gonna dig down here too. Strata 19. I'm just looking around for cool stuff before I dig down again. Whoops. I think those are rocket ones, aren't they? Rocket turrets. I am so scared of rocket turrets, I'm gonna just dig over them. I'm scared of their errant fire. All right. And now we're at stratum 20. I think ideally we want to be at like 30 to find like the best stuff. But, oh. A sturdy, ornate bench. Guild furniture makers conspiring in a bright workroom beneath the eater's sun stretched a cushion to the precise size of two ardent lovers and set a pleasing male diamond at its right angle. The claw and ball feet suggest movement. Marble statue of an urn duster. Spin belts whir in gentle tones as the chromatic cask wanders. Their rasped, flat top acts as a steady surface for vessels, and folded into its body barrel are instruments of inurnment, broom, shovel, and duster. Statue of a mirror bug. It glints as it scuttles beneath an alighted exoskeleton of angled glass. Pig farmer. Cool. And have we seen a description of a livid creeper? Their ringed stems are bruised and discolored where the memory of rejection has swelled the sap in their fruiting spurs. They slink across the vertical plane, greasing their canes in lubricant and then dissolving them with a frying hiss. I'm going to bypass those folks. All right, let's keep... I'm just going to quickly go down, if I can. Just stratum 30. Oh, we're inspired. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, we can... Let's cook. Preserve our fresh foods. Any exotic foods we want to prepare? How about a yuckweed stem? Okay, and then choose ingredients. What do we want to do here? What's a good recipe? I don't know. What do we have a bunch of? What does asphalt do again? I'm looking up the cooking thing again. I could show you. Asphalt. Right, saves versus not being knocked down. I feel like we could use some electrical resistance. Spark take plasma. And let's add some worm jerky. We always have worm jerky. We already have electromagnetic pulse. That's not... it's enhanced, so that's nice. Electrical discharge. No, that's not helpful. Whenever you deal electric damage, there's a 25% chance you get a bunch of max HP for an hour. Well, we deal a lot of electric damage, so let's do that one. Now Shamir's meat plasma pancake. Cool. All right. Let's keep digging. I'm glad these things aren't hostile here. Although, let's take a look. The acid-covered gyrohumor. Humors are the eroded bits of the earth, Dust flaked off a million-year-old wall of shale. Runoff brine dripped through a hairline crack of chrome. Dew clung to the lips of a pipe after it's belched its septic vapor. Under the right conditions, at time scales inscrutable to kith and kin, the bits are heaped together by the geometry of entropy and remorphed into the prime material anew. Cool. Alright, this is just limestone, pretty easy to get through. You are a dynamic turret tinker. Wow, dynamic. That means you can just make all kinds of different turrets? Yikes. Okay. I'm just gonna dig. Let's go this way. Continuing to go down. Ooh, 26 strata. Hello. Here are life saps. It sheathes itself in filmy wings and brandishes a sanguine proboscis. All right, there's a memory eater there. And we have a knight commander of the Holy Temple. Okay, this is a lot. 8 rings of pointed teeth rasp away tissue, and its suction cup mouth latches onto the exposed spinal column and sucks out the raw nerves. Its glands are fat with stolen memories. That's the memory eater. And the Knight Commander of the Holy Temple, Afri Husterine, all of these things are neutral, which is amazing. Oiled and brushed mail hang across his crooked spine and salient jaw. The color, too, was sucked out of his irises by his tangled lineage, and his wet, rosy lips catch the light and toss it back across a sharp sneer. His chest is exploded upward in emulation of his advanced peerage. Loved by Pudus Templar, so we could actually talk to this person and do the water ritual, but hated by newly sentient beings. So we're not going to do the water ritual with you. And here's a creature. A dream wren and pariah to his people. A long and split tail feather drapes below his talons at an immaterial buoyancy. His epaulets are incandescent, and his frill is a vein for astral weather. I think I also hear a space-time vortex somewhere. So this is worth looking around, I think. I'm glad, very glad all these things are neutral. I hate memory eaters. A Gyre White of Cass. A figure is marked by star orchid robes as a votary of the Gyre and reveler in the metamorphic Numen. Nails, filth black, flash from out her sleeve in a gesture poem to say that plague is but transmutation. Death is the ladder to life, and the existence of children proves the prelacy of raw growth. She bears skin ink in the shape of hexagons. Hi. When an eremite consults the teraphim and sees the eyes of death, only the fool's frets. There is change, but no ending. Yep, and you have nothing to trade. What a shock. Have had anything good, says the grave robber. You have some interesting... Can you identify this? 20 drams of water. That's okay. Now we're going to keep going down. I know we're going a little long. Let's get down to 30. Actually, no, go up. Can I talk to that Pudus Templar? Where did they go? I want to see if they have anything interesting to say. Did they leave? Oh, I think they just died. Someone just died. Here's an artifact. An overloaded laser pistol. Here we go. Remove it. Get it. That's great. A gyrocopter backpack. Fantastic. Heavy though, right? Yeah. Oh, it's heavy. Partially heavy because it's got 57 drams of oil in it. That's a lot of oil. What else we got? Plastifer stuff. A vial of lava I'll take. A lot of fresh water. We don't need the pickaxe. That's a lot of oil. Do I just dump the oil? Do we have oil? I think so. 3 drams, not a ton. What's okay, these ogre 8 pelts are valuable. but they weigh way too much. We're going to drop those. Probably these ingots, too. I mean, they're... Actually, the ingots are still better than the... They're the same as the copper nuggets. Just... It's about time to start dropping that stuff. I am going to pour this out. Pour some into this water skin. Just like 5 grams. Then pour the rest out. All of it. Now it only weighs 10 pounds, and I will take it. Okay. Was there anything else here that was fine? Anything cool? The plaster bonnet is probably worth a decent amount. That goes, and it gives it resistances. 1 and 1. Where does that go? On your head? Yeah. I'll take it. We're almost overburdened. Right, whatever, just dig here. And go down the stairs, don't need to dig. All right, here we are at Strata 30. And safely, I might add. Like, usually it's very tough getting down here. And look, there's just crysteel gauntlets lying on the floor. Here's an odd trinket. A phylactery of Farine Charis. And wood-carved jewel box opens to a photographic plate and light beamer. Slit in the crystal around its edge is a verse chosen from the rhombic Torah. Now, usually you wouldn't want to use the phylacteries because they summon Putus Templar warriors, but, like, they're neutral with us, so maybe. The crystal gauntlets weigh 15. What are our current gauntlets? Oh, right, Fascicut. It does... Celestine gloves. And they don't weigh anything because they're slender. We're going to have to start dropping stuff. Drop all of these copper nuggets. Absolutely. I think the crysteel gauntlets are probably worth more than all of those put together. Just get them for now. We're not going to carry them all, though. All right, but now that we're at Strata 30, and we could go down even deeper, but, like, we're going to start finding some good stuff. Cyclopean gibbon, long fur-dressed limbs spring her slender frame across the brachiated world. One eye breaks the plane of her naked face. A lack of depth perception might inhibit her throwing efficacy, were she not able to triangulate a target with her duplicates. Yeah, they make duplicates. Okay, we're going to put in a cut, but we're here, 30 strata deep below Yafo, which is pretty great. We're going to find some amazing stuff. We're going to have to make some decisions about what we want to carry, but we can always come back down. We can always come back down. It's really not a big deal. We could even just dump water. We should have brought like a hover sled. Well, I don't think we have a hover sled, but we don't because it would definitely be in the floating nearby spot. We don't need a floating glow sphere. I enjoyed playing with you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.